Hey everybody, it's 3454 here with a Let's Play game called Fallout New Vegas. Now, this is a game I've been playing for the past couple weeks and months. I've been playing this game for a little bit, and I'm very new to this series. If I'm not mistaken, this is by the same people that made the Elder Scrolls series, Bethesda. I may be wrong, but I do believe they're by the same people. I think I remember talking to my friend who loves Fallout, and how she should play Elder Scrolls as well if she enjoys this game. But this is pretty much a first-person shooter, but also an RPG. It's kind of open world. You do quests, kill enemies, gain experience, you level up, you place people points into certain skills, then you get certain perks at certain levels. Or you can choose a perk at certain levels. I think it's every 2 levels. Not sure. I haven't leveled up enough. I'm like level 10 something, somewhere in the teens. This is also the Ultimate Edition, so which means it comes with a bunch of DLC. Like I get a starter pack. I get a starter pack, and I believe there's also 2 areas that are DLC only. One required me to go to a science fiction theater, and it teleports me somewhere, but it's recommended for level 15 and up. So I'm probably not going to do that for a while. And then the other one is like the Divide or something, and it doesn't require, but it recommends level 25 and up. So both of those I probably won't do right away. And I might not even upload this, because this is my second time recording this, but it worked swimmingly for the first 10 minutes while I was setting up my character. And then, once I got inside the first building, frames dropped all to hell. So anyway, let's start this up. But I think this game is rated M. Just to warn people. But it's mostly like blood and violence and cussing. I do believe there's this one point where there's boobies. Not naked boobies, but like not good boobies.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Okay, that was the game. It was a great game. I love this game. This game is phenomenal. Basically, I'm not comparing it, so I'm not sure how well you guys could. Pretty much, nuclear warfare, the entire world's been destroyed, and when the Mojave Desert, this is where the game takes place, where the NCR, the New California Republic, who are a bunch of people that kind of talk more about democracy and on the old ways of life, have come here to find resources, and we are a courier hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package. I'm not going to say what the package is because it's a bit of a spoiler. Maybe it's not, but I'm not going to talk about it unless it's on accident. Let's see. I got the stuff. But, we were hired, but as you saw, that guy found out that we had the package, and apparently he wanted it. And as you can see, it was a poker chip. Well, is it? We'll find out later. But he pretty much tried to kill us, but we survived because we're amazing. We're the best around. So tribal pack items, mercenary pack items. Oh yeah, and I'm probably gonna make these episodes a bit longer, on the longer side most of the time, just because it's a big game. If any of you have played Skyrim or Oblivion, and maybe even Morrowind, they could go on for a while because there's so much to do. This is pretty much the Elder Scrolls, but in the future rather than the past. There's no magic, but rather there's guns and stuff. Caravan pack items. Steady caravan shotgun, I love that. And it gives me 20 gauge rounds for it. Classic pack. Yeah,
You're awake. How about that?
Got this game for like $10 or
Whoa,
something.
easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
As always, I will be... Actually, I named myself Mayfor in the other one, so... Yeah, I named myself... I'll call myself Legend 3454. Just, I'm not sure if the name really does anything. I can't remember ever doing anything, but...
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your
It has
name,
numbers
that's your
in it.
name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Future. God, I'm ugly. What does a female look like? Look at those eyes. Those eyes scare me. I'm Caucasian. Can't remember what I chose for my other game. We'll go with this. I'm not a big. I don't really care about what my character looks like. I really don't, because it doesn't do anything. Actually, hair color. There we go. Love it. Yes.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
Trippy.
Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Real quick. I feel like the voice is a bit low. Audio. I'll keep voice as high as I can, but I'm gonna leave these down. Because truthfully, in my experience, I'm not sure if it's how loud my computer is or how long the in-game music is. But like back when I was playing MapleStory, like for the first time and doing videos on it, I had my volume at like 1, but the in-game volume was at max, and you could barely hear me over anything. But now you can hear me. Now that I've decreased the volume, so I'm thinking in-game volume is what matters.
You're looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
This thing? Special. Okay. Let's see, this affects melee, unarmed, inventory, damage. I'll put one into this. Perception, explosive. Let me look at the others. Unarmed, all positions. I don't really care about that. This I have to care a lot about. Essential parameters, skill points, agility, gun speed, speed. I'll also put one into this. Okay. I think I did it. I think I'll... Cause I do like charisma, cause like in this game, you can pretty much talk your way out of a lot of stuff or get extra bonuses by talking your way through stuff, so...
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well,
Yep.
we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn a dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
Oh crap, I forgot to feed my dogs. Oh god. They're gonna eat me when I get home. I'm naked. In my boxers.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
I didn't feed them. Guilt. Depression. Yes, dinner. They don't have dinner. Because I forgot to feed them. Feed! That's even better.
House.
Shelter.
Night.
Night. Sleep.
Bandit.
Reason.
Light.
Dark.
Mother.
Human shield. Caretaker.
Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say.
I test all these.
First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Like, I mean, what's the grading curve? Like, is this, if I fail this test, how far does it drop my grade? Alright, am I gonna go from an A to a C? What grade do I have anyway? What? I don't know. conflict isn't my nature. I kind of agree with that.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
I actually agree with that.
I'm always
Agree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
No.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
No.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Broken chain.
Okay. How about this one?
By the way, rated M, guys. This is rated M. That's big.
Last one.
Clapping. Light in the darkness.
Well, that's all she wrote.
She was pretty good at
I
it.
don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results.
Energy weapons. Yes. Speech I'm okay with. Not medicine. Not energy weapons. Border is one I want. And melee weapons. I use melee weapons quite a lot. I'm gonna work with Tom I like.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Ooh, this is the hard part. Okay, first off, we have Built to Destroy. The flamer that burns twice as bright burns half as long. All weapons have a plus 3% chance to critically hit, while equipment conditions decay 50% faster. That I'm not a big fan of, because weapon condition, the lower it gets, the less damage the weapon does. Meaning, even though they might have a chance to critically hit, those critical hits will gradually do less damage as the equipment decays. Claustrophobia. You have a fear of enclosed spaces, probably because of the mutant. You gain +1 to special attributes when outside, but suffer 1 when indoors. No. Hey, risers, enjoy a +2 to each of your special attributes from 6 AM to 12 PM, but suffer a -1 from 6 PM to 6 AM when you're not at your best. Truthfully, this one is actually kind of good for me because I prefer to travel in the daylight, but I'll think about it. I think there's 2 that I actually do want. While using guns and enemy Z weapons, you fire 20% quickly, fire 20% more quickliest, but your shots are 20% less accurate. Whereas, while wearing any type of glasses, you have +1 perception. Without glasses, you have -1 perception. No. Good nature. Your good nature's at heart. More prone to solving problems with your mind than violence. Gain +5 to barter, medicine, repair, science, and speech, but have -5 to energy weapons, explosives, to guns, melee weapons, and unarmed. Maybe. Heavy-handed. Your melee and unarmed attacks do more damage but less critical hit damage. Maybe. You gain 25 pounds to your carrying capacity but suffer a -1 to all attributes any time the weight you're carrying drops below 160 pounds. I don't carry a lot of stuff. I tend to sell everything I have that I don't use. Except for weapons, because I tend to have a lot of weapons on hand. When your health drops below 50%, you gain 10% more damage, but you also suffer -2 years agility and perception attribute. You have +10 action points, but your reckless nature causes you to have a Truthfully, I don't use action points. There's something called VATS in this game, which is pretty much it. You bring it up and any enemy nearby, or really anybody nearby, I think, it'll tell you what your percent of hitting them is, and it'll use that percent to see if you'd hit them. And it pretty much fires for you, and your action points are what you spend to fire VATS. But I've never used it. I played this game for a couple weeks, maybe a month, maybe a couple months, and I have not once used VATS. Logan's Loophole. No one's going to put you out on the pasture because you're going to stay young and level 30 forever. You'll never become addicted to to chems and it'll last twice as long. But after 30, you can kiss experience, perks, and skill points goodbye. Now, use cannon. From frag grenades to throwing spears, you can throw a weapon 30% faster at the cost of 20% less range. You're skilled but not experienced. You gain 5 points to every skill, but suffer with minus 10%. I actually want experience, so small frame. Due to a small size, you have +1 agility, but your limbs are more easily crippled. Crippled pretty much means that limb will do less damage. Like, will work less. Like, if you have a crippled leg, you will limp. If you have 2 crippled legs, I don't know what will happen. I've never had 2 crippled legs. But I think if one or both of your arm, I think if one arm is crippled, then you have a harder time aiming. And I think if your right arm, I think your right arm is what you use for weapons. I think if that is crippled, it makes you a I don't know. I'm just assuming. While using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more slowly, but 20% more accurate. I kind of want that. In Wild Wasteland. Wild Wasteland unleashes the most bizarre and silly elements of post-apocalyptic America, not for the faint of heart or the serious of temperament. I kind of don't like that. I don't like the... So I don't have like a bad nature, like where it's wet. So I could actually get fast shot, I think. I'm not sure, I'm not gonna attempt it, but... I feel like no matter what I pick, somebody's gonna say, oh no, this one's better because of this. I'll go with heavy-handed. I know that's probably not the best because I get less critical damage, but I do like, but I use melee a lot, and even though I don't do a lot more critical damage, I do more damage in general, so for when I don't do criticals.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Now I made one big mistake in my actual playing of this game, just on my own. And there's something called Doctor Bags that heals all of your crippled legs. Not sure, like, all your crippled body, but...
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sonny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Fallout New Vegas allows you to play in a new hardcore mode that greatly increases the challenge of the game. In this mode, stun packs heal over time and cannot bend broken limbs. Right away, removes radiation over time. Ammunition has weight, and dehydration is a constant concern. This mode is only recommended for advanced players, which I am not. You may turn on hardcore mode on and off, or off at any time in the gameplay menu. But if you activate hardcore mode now and maintain it in the main story line, you will receive a special reward. No, I don't. No. It's recommended that I don't do it. But it's not, like, if you look here, it says E for Doctor's Bag. It's tab to open up your Pip-Boy. And I tend to accidentally press E. And I've actually used several Doctor's Bag when I don't need them. Like, I have like half of a inch of this gone, and it's just boom, I lost the entire bag. Weapons. All weapons fall under a special skill category that determines how effective the weapons is. Guns, energy weapons, explosives, melee weapons, or unarmed. Compare the small icon below and to the left of the weapons icon to the icon shown on the Pip-Boy skill menu. Damage and damage per second. These indicate the base damage and damage per second respectively. But weapons with a low damage have difficulty penetrating armor. If you hit a target's damage threshold, switch to a weapon with a higher damage or use ammo that reduces the target's damage threshold. Strength and skill. Many weapons have a strength and or skill requirement. If your character does not meet the strength or skill requirement for the weapon, its aim will wobble if a firearm, or it will attack more slowly if it's a hand. Sorry, if a hand-to-hand weapon. Condition. A weapon's condition affects the amount of damage it does. At 75% condition or higher, a weapon does maximum damage and only needs to be maintained. A weapon with low condition will do less damage and may jam when reloaded. Repair/mod. These options take you to the repair and mod submenu, where you may repair damaged weapon equipment or attach weapon modifications respectively. Apparel can consist of many different types of gear, ranging from clothing and armor to sunglasses and hats. DT. Some apparel grants a damage threshold to the wearer. Your DT is the sum of all DT for currently equipped apparel plus any bonuses from perks and chems. DT is directly subtracted from incoming damage, so a high DT provides superior protection, though a small percentage of damage can get through even the thickest armor. High DT is quite valuable. Condition. Apparel's condition affects how much protection it provides. Apparel becomes 50% condition, provides maximum protection and only needs to be maintained. Light, medium, heavy. Medium and heavy apparel will slow characters down when equipped. Repair. This option opens the repair submenu, which allows the apparel to be repaired by salvaging parts from similar line. Just so you know, light protects the least but makes you go the fastest. Medium protects a little bit more than light but less than heavy and makes you go a bit slower. And heavy makes you go really slow, but it's strong. It's the strongest of all the armors. Aid. Okay, there's nothing there. Misc. Okay, nothing there. And ammo. Ammunition is used by almost all guns and energy weapons, but is sometimes used by other weapon types. Basic ammo types have no special effects, but ammo subtypes may increase damage, reduce an enemy's damage threshold, or even decrease a weapon's spread. Effects are listed on the ammo submenu when the ammo is highlighted. Most weapons can use any ammo subtype that starts with the same name as the base ammo. Common ammo subtypes include armor piercing, which ignores a large portion of the enemy's damage threshold, does slightly more damage. Hollow point does much more damage but is easily blocked by armor. Overcharge used by energy weapons increases damage but degrades the level more quickly. Slug used by shotgun. Slug replaces buckshot with a single large bullet that is more accurate. Switch ammo subtypes. Subtypes. Equip them on this menu outside the pit board. Press 2 to cycle through ammo subtypes for your currently equipped weapon. Okay, data. Okay, so you got your local map, which shows you the area around you. Your world map, which shows you the entire world, but I got nothing here. Quests. Let's see. There's Ain't That Kicking Ahead. They went that way. Inquire about your delivery thing with the administration. And back in the cell, talk to S.P.E.C.I.A.L. That's what I'm doing right now. You got your miscellaneous. These are notes you pick up. Like, see? I'm not gonna read that. I'm done reading right now. This is also a radio. I'm not gonna do that. It could be copyright. Okay. Let's see this. Let's see. Damage threshold is 4. Let's see. 12. 8. And 8. I'll look at this. I want to do a few things. Let's see. So go there. I don't know what that is. Rod machete goes here. Grenade rifle goes there. Oh wait, I'm not even doing this right. To click it. That's what's going on. Screw with me. Now, once we walk out there, this is what we'll be doing in the next episode. This was just kind of like getting everything ready, part. Probably record one more episode after this just to show the tutorial that they give you. Real quick. Oh, hi, Doc. Bathroom. Why does he have a clean sink and nobody else in this world does? And I'm probably gonna end the episode here. Ooh, listen here. I really don't care. And do the tutorial in the next episode. Yes, do that. Next. So anyway, see you guys then.